you were telling me about the story with the foxes, and I really liked it because I thought that it worked as like a nice metaphor for you and Dad kind of in the years before I was born, and how when I think about those periods of time that I'm not involved in, I don't turn to kind of knowledge of your lives. It's the art that you made about your life that I know about and interact with, as opposed to who you were as people. So you were telling me about the foxes.
Yeah, I remember it probably partly because it was a very visual thing, and those are the kind of things that I probably focus on the most and remember the best.
Yeah.
It was almost abstract in that way, but what happened was I was excited to see them coming in the garden sometimes, and there was this mother fox, and she had cubs, and we had been giving her little bits of food, chicken bones, things like this. One night she just brought the cubs into the garden, but it was just going dark, so we couldn't see them for very long. And then we wanted to give her some food or something, and we had nothing except this mozzarella ball, which we decided was past date. Bill took it out in the garden, put it out, or threw it out to them. And as it got darker and darker, we just watched the mozzarella ball going around the garden back and forth, flying up in the air as all the little cubs and the mother were chewing on it. We couldn't see the foxes, but we could see the whiteness of the ball.
The way you're describing it, they're moving it, but you can't quite see them, and that's such a nice image to me, and I think a really nice metaphor for how I'm seeing all these things that are being created and thrown around, but you're not seeing the thing that's moving them or making them. You just see kind of the thing itself as it's in the air.
It was completely like they were like a football match of sorts, but like we couldn't see any of the players. We could just see the ball going around.
The garden, because it's filled with all these natural things, is also filled with things that are very generic, like soil and plants and all of this matter that ends up covering the mozzarella ball. And that could kind of exist in any garden, in any time. The image you're describing, to me, I wasn't really imagining mozzarella in any way, because as you were saying, the way you saw it is so visual. The way you described it to me was really visual as well. I was just imagining a white circle in a dark space.
The mozzarella ball, even in the daytime lighting, it still stands out.
I think we forget how luminous white is.
I think it's interesting you're making this work because of the whiteness of the ball is a little bit like a white canvas or something that you're projecting this story onto.